Okay, everybody, we are back. Part 2 of episode 167. Somebody's rustling something in the background there.
What is this, fucking amateur hour, Drew?
Somebody threw their mic in the middle of their bed sheets. We have 3 hot tags to talk about, which will kind of spin off some other topics as well, but obviously the one of them is going to be a big thing, but we'll wait and do that the third one. Let's knock out 2 of the quicker ones real fast. Arnold Schwarzenegger is announced for the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame, class of 2015. What do you guys think about this? Is Schwarzenegger a good choice for this? I'm down for it.
Yeah, I'm down for it. I'm down for the Terminator, of course. Who wouldn't be?
I'm only okay with it if Ryback inducts him.
That's quite a big induction.
The big induction.
I'll be back. I'll be right back. What do you think, Peyton? By the way, Peyton's here.
Hey, everybody. I'm here again. I think it's pretty cool. I just hope that it doesn't end up being one of those situations where people don't like him being in there like some of the other celebrities. You know, perhaps they'll call for a total recall on him going in.
Yeah.
There's only one celebrity that's ever gone in that didn't really deserve it, like by a major landslide, and that was Fatty from Royal Rumble 2001.
Drew Carey?
Yeah, Fatty.
Drew Carey.
Yeah, Fatty.
Drew Carey.
Fatty.
Hey, he participated in a Royal Rumble more than Schwarzenegger did.
I don't give a fuck. Arnold did steroids. That makes him a wrestler.
That makes him better.
Can you imagine if they got Arnold involved in wrestling during the peak of his bodybuilding days?
I gotta imagine.
Yeah, and then when Vince got busted, he'd be the first one fired.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he definitely wouldn't have been able to cut a promo.
But I mean, you see how like tight they say him and Bruno are these days. Like, imagine them doing like a match back in the day.
Pretty sweet.
You think that Bruno will do the induction?
I don't think so. I think they'll try to get another celebrity.
I
Maybe
don't
The
wanna hear
Rock.
Bruno speak. Him speaking is annoying to me.
Yeah, I'm betting on The Rock.
Does Rock and Schwarzenegger have any kind of connection? I don't think they've been in a movie together, have they?
Absolutely. The Rock is basically the person who took the torch from Arnold Schwarzenegger. In fact, at the very beginning of the rundown, there is a scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger pats The Rock on the shoulder and says good luck, which was essentially the passing of that torch.
Huh. I never saw the rundown.
And The Rock is the new Terminator. So there.
Where is he the new Terminator?
He's going to be the new Terminator.
He's not in the new movie.
Yes, he is.
Do you actually have any confirmation of that? I've never seen anything that said that.
Yeah, check the dirt sheets. It's in there.
Well, he's Black Adam, at the very least. Any last thoughts on Schwarzenegger? I'm sure we'll talk about this a lot more when we do our Wrestling with the Past later on, closer to Royal Rumble, WrestleMania time, not Royal Rumble time. I'll take that as a no. Let's move on to another one, though. Another WrestleMania-related thing. They have said that they are not going to put the actual numbers for WrestleMania anymore on the logos, because apparently to them, it makes it sound too old. That's stupid.
I'm indifferent to it. I don't think it hurts to take the name away, so I really don't care about this. I've heard a lot of people getting butthurt about it. So what? WrestleMania is still WrestleMania, with or without a number.
It's only going to do it for a little bit. I guarantee you by 35 it'll be back. You know, you remember when they spelled WrestleMania with X's? Like X7 and X8?
Yeah, that's true. And WrestleMania 2000, which makes it seem like there was, 1999 beforehand.
WrestleMania 1252 is better.
Yeah. That was a good WrestleMania. But it's still, kind of stupid. I don't like that play button that they've used for this WrestleMania, because it just seems so, odd. And they don't have to necessarily have, XXX1 and stuff, but...
Yeah.
The thing is, it goes with the whole marketing brand that they have for it. Because if you look at it, it's got this, urban California-looking style thing. So it's kind of like a hip-hop style thing.
I thought it was just had something to do with the network.
I thought that was too. And then now they introduced this new logo when it's got the little star because the whole Dallas thing, which I like the way that looks. But I mean, what if they move it into an area that doesn't have any kind of like significance to it?
Well, if it goes to Indianapolis, they could just do a Colts horseshoe.
Well,
I
then
mean,
we're
well,
stealing logos.
I think the bigger problem is why are they having WrestleMania in a place that doesn't have some kind of significance to it?
Well, I mean, like a logo wise. Like if they do it in Philadelphia, they can obviously do the Liberty Bell.
Except why can't they go out and go to new places? I don't understand why it has to be some place of significance to wrestling.
No, not even
No,
to
I agree
wrestling.
with
Like
that.
just some kind of like an identifier. Like I just said, the
no,
Liberty
I
Bell
was-
for
I-
Philadelphia.
I'm pretty
or-
sure any
referring-
major
okay.
city it goes to would have something. Listen,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry, they're not going to have fucking WrestleMania in Salt Lake City. It's just not going to fucking happen.
Obviously, no. Except
So-
like no, it's like any place that has a football stadium essentially has some shot. If it's in the colder area, it might
Especially
need to be
Kane, Massachusetts.
in Kane, Massachusetts.
You know,
But no, the thing is, the way I look at it is that as long as you are willing to host a WrestleMania and do all the stuff that goes along with it, I don't understand why some cities can't be a part of it. And you mentioned that I don't know. Were you being serious about the whole? It needs to have some significant value to wrestling.
Well, no, not to wrestling. The city has to have significant value itself, and it does matter because of tourism. One of the major factors of WrestleMania is the fact that it has lots of tourism to the area.
Yeah,
there has
that's
to be
why
other
cities
shit to
bid
do.
for it.
There has to be cities that are safe streets, and there's going to be ample places for people to stay, so it has to have a good amount of hotels. They have to be prepared for that kind of thing. That's why cities are chosen above others.
Well, that makes
think-
sense.
So
No.
to actually go like on topic of the numbers a second, the thing we was talking about. One thing I don't get about it is Vince says he doesn't like it because it makes it sound old. Yet the biggest thing that you try and sell the network on is your rich fucking heritage going back for years upon
That's
years. Adui.
I think that itself is just an example of when somebody doesn't really, I don't want to word it that way. I don't want to say it's that he doesn't know what he wants to do. It's that Vince McMahon will get into these different moods, and it'll be like, well, WrestleMania, we need to make it, repackage it to appeal to the young audience, so it can't seem like an old concept and whatever. And it's like, well, they don't care. Like, is a 10-year-old that's interested in wrestling going to be like, I really like the new Royal Rumble logo, so I'm going to check out the Royal Rumble. Or, this Fast Lane is so much different from, what's a stupid ass, like Vengeance or something. So now I'm going to buy the pay-per-view. I don't have the network, but I'll spend $60 on the pay-per-view and bug my mom and dad to pay for it because Fast Lane. Like, that's not going to matter.
Yeah, I have no issue with them getting rid of the numbers. If they want to do that, that's just fine. I just think the logic behind it's stupid.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing that I dislike. Because if you are fine with, like, we hit WrestleMania 30, and now we don't want him to be tied down to have, like, so many different numbers in there. Because let's face it, XXXIV is, like, going to look kind of
Stupid.
odd. But at least if you justify it that way, it makes a lot more sense than it sounds too old.
The
See,
Super Bowl,
I-
the Super Bowl still use the Roman
Yeah.
numerals for a lot of
I
their
was going
stuff.
to say,
too.
I think when you get to those bigger Roman numerals, it looks more epic. The
Yeah,
more
yeah.
X's, the better. Like,
That's-
I don't know why.
See, that's, like, I would keep it. But I could understand if they thought that. Because I know, like, it could get a little bit annoying to some people, and they might think that that's a little bit annoying. But outside of that justification, I mean, I would rather see WrestleMania XXXXXX, 1,000 fucking times and be like, look at how many X's there are. Like, But,
Is it
like,
sorry,
the
go on.
idea of bringing out the little, we're going to have a logo that places the significance of the city or something like that. Like, what would they do for, like, Miami? Like, what's the Miami logo?
Palm tree.
I was about to say palm tree.
Ah, palm
Fuck you.
tree. Yeah, that's a good one. What about Atlanta?
Keep coming. Bring it to me. Keep going. Atlanta, tomahawk. Bring it on again. Let's go. Or if it's not a tomahawk, then a peach. Come on, keep going. Let's go.
Well, that's a really lame logo. A WrestleMania with a peach on it.
Didn't they do that when they were in Atlanta?
Did they? I
Am
don't
I
remember
wrong?
seeing that.
I don't know. For WrestleMania 24, they had a sun behind it. I thought it was an orange for a long time.
You know what's stupid though? We don't want to make it sound old. Isn't everyone buying WrestleMania because there's been 30 of
The
them
legacy?
that did?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
like the whole idea is there's going to be at least one wrestling event that should be good each year.
And they like to pride themselves in the fact that it doesn't matter who's in the main event. They can sell WrestleMania on the brand alone.
But if that's the case, why do they need The Rock to be there and all these other names at the same time if you go by that method?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying
Well,
that's
I know,
what they
but
like to say.
but no, I was like, I'm looking at the standpoint of someone looking at WWE. Is like, if that's the case and that's how they look at it, then it shouldn't need all these side guys coming in.
I actually, bring it back to what Peyton had said earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if the year after this Dallas one ends up being back to the numbers.
33.
Yeah.
It depends.
Just going right to that, you know what I mean? Like, they'll see, you know, XXX III, and they'll be like, yeah, let's do that. Like,
They might even just do like back to like what do you call them? Romanized numbers. What do you call them? Real numbers, like we use them.
real numbers. No, the Roman numbers are the Roman numerals, the XXX and stuff like that. The other ones, shit,
Numbers.
alphanumeric.
Alphanumeric. There you go. Yeah.
And you know what? That is like okay. I like the Roman numerals a lot better because it has more class to it. But it's not too bad. Like,
You know why they're going to go back to
WrestleMania
the
isn't
Roman
classy
numerals?
anymore. WrestleMania is trashy at this point.
because of Roman Reigns.
Yeah, because we're entering the era of Roman.
That is true.
Right,
all right.
Sean?
That'll actually tie us into the third hot tag, which is gonna, I'm sure, spin off some other topics and stuff about the Royal Rumble and everything. And we're gonna try to save some of that talk for the Royal Rumble review itself. But this whole canceled WWE Network movement ends up coming right at the same time where WWE goes, hey, by the way, the network, 1 million subscribers. Fuck you, buddy. And gets a jump in their stock, which I think is hilarious and amazing.
I found that funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a good response that WWE did. I was just like, you want to cancel? Well, we've got 1 million people now, so fuck you.
I honestly don't think that many people actually followed through. I think maybe at most a couple thousand probably unsubscribed, and then a bunch of other people probably just claimed on Twitter that they did and didn't.
I bet the fucking fucker that started this whole hashtag was one of the people that didn't do it.
Oh yeah.
Probably. He's probably somebody who just bitches and complains and, you know, probably followed the same exact mentality that I've been seeing a lot where people are like, I'd cancel the network if I didn't also want to watch NXT and this match and this match and this show and whatever. And it's like, well, then you just proved right there why you still like fucking WWE.
Or at least you still find a good reason to keep the network.
Right.
So, yeah. This whole
And
thing's
people
fucking
that
retarded.
cancel it are going to be right back for WrestleMania anyway. So why fool yourselves? You might skip Fastlane, and that's a throwaway pay-per-view. So who the
I
fuck
might skip
cares?
Fastlane anyway.
Yeah. It's just, nothing is going to happen at Fastlane that is going to have anything that you need to see that you won't already know is going to happen. Like, you know, okay, well, you might think that you might need to see the Sting confrontation. You already know they're having a match at WrestleMania. So it's not like this is going to be something that you missed that confrontation and now you don't get the announcement or something. No. You know that the John Cena-Rusev match is going to be another match at WrestleMania. It's going to be some kind of a shit finish. You know, if Brock Lesnar defends the title, he's not dropping it. And you know that if Roman Reigns is like defending his number one contender spot or something like that, at the very least, somebody else will be added into the match and he won't be taken away from it. So Fastlane's a skip thing. And if you want to skip Fastlane, go right ahead. WWE is going to get you back for WrestleMania anyway. So cancel WWE Network. There's 1 million other people out there that have it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's great that they, you know, they could have had like this downturn with the stock market with this whole cancel thing, and instead it gets a boost. Like, it doesn't even stay the same, it gets a boost.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they had this news for a while and only just decided to release it just to deflate that whole... Because they must have known they had 1 million subscribers months ago.
Yeah, no, I think they were probably saving it for their next investors conference because that's the time they usually announce such things. But then once this whole shit went down this weekend, they're like, let's dust this off and bring it out.
Mm-hmm.
That was clever, though. It's totally fucking masked it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at least from the Wall Street's mind.
Yeah, that's a really smart move. Like, I laughed so hard when I read that report, and I was just kind of like, all right, like, as much as we can complain about things that WWE does on, like, creative and stuff, they know what they're doing with some of these kind of things. And I bet you all the armchair bookers out there and stuff, ourselves included, a lot of them wouldn't have thought of making that kind of a move. And it's a simple, easy, you know, self-explanatory move, and it worked. So
That's why you shouldn't blow your load. You'll never know when you need to use it.
exactly, it's same warning that I gave to a bunch of different women back in the day. But the network looks fine. There's no canceled WWE Network shit still going on, really. People are going to be fine, get over
I guess
it.
you could say they stopped the collateral damage.
Oh. Funny.
Oh my god. All right.
Hamburger.
Race potatoes.
We are going to take a break with the rest hold. And we're
Oh,
gonna
we're already
back.
done with this, huh?
Yeah, why not? Do you have anything more to say?
Oh, I thought we had more than just that.
Are we going to talk about how TNA drew bigger numbers on Destination America? Oh boy, oh boy.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah.
There you go. We talked about it.
They drew 500,000, I think.
All right. Why don't we do a hot tag quick draw thing? What do you think about PJ Black?
I don't know. I think it will still not be on the card, so.
Yeah,
unless his PJs are black, so.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick a wrestling name that's not similar to my WWE one whatsoever and get no one to like me.
Wait, who's
He
PJ
should've-
Black?
Justin Gabriel.
Wait, he's already on TNA?
No, he's not on TNA yet. Actually, I could see him being in Lucha Underground more than TNA. But no, he's going to go on the Indies as PJ Black.
Huh.
Yeah.
Should
Should
I
have
get a
went with.
haircut?
Should have gone with Gabe Justins.
I could see somebody like that, Gabe Justin, like that Luke Gallo and Chris Master. Oh, those were so terrible. At the very least, use a Z instead of an S, so you can still say the same name. But Chris Master.
Yeah, but I don't
Well, thing is, that might be too far into copyright, but Chris Master is okay.
That's true.
Copyright law is really funny like that.
Use a U instead of an E for Masters.
Tony
That
knows
sounds
about
phonetically the same. We're suing you.
Tony knows a lot about those copyright laws, right?
Copyright laws.
Copyright
On
laws?
those
Yeah.
copyrights.
You see, Tony, you shouldn't have used your copyright laws with YouTube, but you would have got your account back faster.
Yeah, I don't know much about copyrighting, but
I thought this part was supposed to end.
Then there was a quick draw, then we made fun of Tony. Sort of.
Yeah. I think it's time for this part to have its last stand.
I don't know. I'm going to get out of this and get in the fast lane. Get to the next part quicker.
Are you saying you have an escape plan?
they're just.
I mean, I am on the
road.
road to WrestleMania, so I have to get in the fast lane. That's actually clever. The fast lane. That's so clever.
Everybody could
clever.
just pull this the Payton thing and just be like, "All right, guys, we're gonna continue in part 3." With the rest hold, where we will have the Did You Know joke of the week and the outside interference article, Smark My Words comment of the week, all that other kind of jazz, and we will come back with the Royal Rumble review.
Click that next video.
Yeah.